Hi all, it's Natalie with Heart's Desire Spice Blends again, and we have actually measured out our spices. We found out that our cinnamon is actually running late, so we are doing a small batch today, and we've gotten ready for our larger batch when that cinnamon comes in, so that shouldn't be too hard. We're going to have some pumpkin spice available for you this coming weekend at the Umpqua Valley Farmers Market, so you guys get to see that for my birthday. Woo-hoo. Anyway, I'm spazzing. Anyway, so I wanted to let you guys see what it looks like when we've got our huge mortar and pestle out here. We've broken up our nutmeg for you. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh boy. And it smells so good. Oh, seriously. So, and like I said, this is a small batch we're doing right now. And so this is what we've got going on. We have crushed up our nutmeg. This is the rest of the nutmeg for the recipe. And we're only doing 50 jars for this year, unless we run out really quick. And so we've crushed up our nutmeg to a much smaller size with this mortar and pestle that we only ever use for nutmeg. And that's all it's ever been used for. Isn't that great? This thing's heavy. Anyway, so what we do now is we bring out our Big Daddy grinder. I am very careful with this guy because if I hit the switch accidentally, it turns on whether or not the lid's on there. So you've got to be very careful with this kind of stuff. Industrial machinery is kind of scary sometimes, but really great stuff to have. Meanwhile, go ahead and gonna pour in our nutmeg. And one of my favorite tools in here, it's actually a paintbrush. And why it's one of my favorite tools is I can get all the other stuff that's in the grinders or in my mortar and pestle out of there without muss and fuss, without having to get my hands in there and the whole 9 yards. It's very, very efficient. I love it. So, as you can maybe see, there's a little bit of stuff in there. I don't want that going to waste. That's a couple of grams. And so, go ahead and hold that puppy. Get all that wonderful nutmeg in there. Normally, I would just do a little bit of nutmeg and a little bit of ginger right now, but since this is such a small recipe right now, I'm going to pour everything on in there, or else we won't get a good grind. Gotta get a good grind, right? Okay. And there we go. Seriously, not much better than that. You can't get much better. That looks so beautiful. And the spices right now smell amazing. Oh my gosh. This stuff starts smelling like candy. You just wait until I do chai. It does smell like candy. But anyway, I'm looking at this and this grinder isn't full enough. Everything's just going to sit there and spin around and not really grind that much. So I'm going to throw the cinnamon in there as well. And it's already ground. It's not really going to tear things up too badly because it's already ground. And what's more is it's going to absorb a lot of the oils that we want to keep from that nutmeg. And that's going to make the grind even better. So go ahead and put the lid on. Clamp that puppy down. Seriously, always. Now this is going to be kind of loud, so please pardon it. You can go ahead and mute for a minute if you like. Okay, what I was just doing is I was making sure that I didn't hear a lot of the larger particles hitting the side of the cylinder here. That tells me that if I don't hear the larger particles hitting and, basically tinging against the edge, then I know we've got a pretty good grind already. Let's open it up and take a look. Okay, knock all that stuff off the top. Ooh. look at that. Oh, here. You know, I forgot to turn the light on. So you're going to love this. Look at this. Oh, beautiful color. Oh my goodness. I love this. So yes, you can see it. And I'm going to unplug it real quick so I don't accidentally get my fingers. And now I go ahead and give it a feel. I still feel some particles in there that are kind of large. I got a bit of unground nutmeg right there. And you know, that's a little bit big for when we're doing a pumpkin pie or something like that. So this is a blend that I actually grind very, very smooth in comparison to, say, like curry or chili powder or things like that. Everything else, you know, I don't mind having some of the large-ish particles in there because you guys want to know what's in your food. But this, you're going to be putting it in lattes, you're going to be putting it in your pumpkin pie, things where you want a really smooth texture. So I'm going to grind this some more. Okay, loud noise coming up. And I'm going to be listening for those particles hitting the side of the grinder. Okay, let it come to a full stop. I'm going to unplug it again and pop the lid. And then I'm going to twist this to get all the particles off the top and see if I can knock them back into the bowl so we don't get this poof in my face. So let me see here. I cannot see the phone. There we go. Yes, you can see that. So you can see there's fewer large particles of ginger in there. Those really bright spots are ginger. And I'm going to give it another feel. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and fine. You still have the occasional finer particle in there that you can feel, but that's not bad. That just kind of adds a little bit of character, if you will. This is not going to be able to go the super smooth like you saw in our cinnamon right off, but this will make quite a few good sized jars of pumpkin spice. And so there you go. We have pumpkin spice ready to be jarred, ready to fill jars, be labeled, and off to you. So guys, keep things tasty, and we will catch you at the farmer's market or other places.